Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. This is Adam H. Cole, your couples financial counselor and money and relationships expert. And I help couples like you who love each other make sure that the money conversation doesn't get in the way. And I help you draw out your money story, your relationship to money through art so that you can heal that relationship to money and to your significant other. In today's video, I'm really excited about because this is something I hear all the time, which is my partner and I are living beyond our means. What can we do? And the answer may not be what you think, may not be what you're used to hearing from other financial experts. And if you stay to the end, you're going to know how to start tackling this challenge. And I'm also going to have something special for you in the comments. So keep tuned for that. So, you and your partner are living beyond your means. You make a certain amount, you're spending more than that. Or maybe you're just staying right barely above the surface and maybe you have some debt already. If this is you, this is extremely common. More than half of families are living paycheck to paycheck in the US. Consumer debt is practically ubiquitous. So, what do you do here, right? And there could be all different reasons why you're living beyond your means. So, the first step is going to be to connect with your partner and actually open up about how this experience has been for you. For most people, it's really stressful. It creates a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of worry. And what's really important here is that you own your feelings and you take responsibility for how things have gotten. So let me go a little bit more into that. For being responsible for your feelings, taking ownership of your feelings looks like I feel scared, I feel anxious. Not you make me feel scared or you make me feel anxious. It's I feel scared or I feel anxious about our situation, right? And it's been hard for me to sleep. You speak about the impact on you. Now, taking responsibility looks like not morality or blame, but just looking at the situation and really seeing how you've contributed to it. So let's say the situation's been not so great for 3 years and you haven't budgeted in five. You can say, I've been feeling really anxious about this, and you know what? It's been kind of like this for 3 years and we haven't budgeted in five, and I haven't done anything about it. And I'm sorry. And it's impacted me in these ways. And so, I haven't been as fully present in our relationship. I've been holding some resentment towards you. And I don't want to be that way. You deserve better. And I should have brought it up much sooner. So I'm sorry. Right. And when you can take responsibility like that, it is going to open up a magical space with your partner because they see this as not an attack. This is about you owning what's been working and not working because you're committed to having a healthy relationship and be able to move forward. So, this is the most important thing you can do. Talk about how it's impacted you and your feelings in a very personal way, right? Like taking ownership of your feelings and experiences, and also responsibility for that things have gotten to the point that they are at. And when you do that, it'll create a really powerful space for your partner to share. And they may not share right away, but it will start opening that door to having deeper and deeper conversations. And what I found is that even if your finances are not in particularly great shape, if you have your partner as your partner in it, that can make things so much easier. And I've worked with couples who make a lot of money and yet they struggle to talk about it and they are not in partnership. And so they are really stressed out and there's tons of bitterness and resentment and anger and all of those things that we don't want to really have present in our relationships. And yet they often are around money. So if this is you, the best thing you can do is just go to your partner and be vulnerable in that way. Open up to them. And if they seem amenable, ask them, how's it been for you? Like, have you been aware of all of this? How's it been affecting your mood? And just give them an opportunity to share. And again, you don't have to defend anything. It's not about you're bad or they're bad or anything. It's just like you want to have a great life and relationship. And the way you've been handling your money hasn't been getting you there. And that's the very first step. And once you two have gotten into the challenge and the obstacles you face and how it's been affecting you, at that point is when you can actually go to work, right? Because now you both have deepened your care for each other and your understanding of yourselves and each other by opening up in this way. And now you can actually get into it and be like, okay, what are the biggest things that we can do to alleviate the most stress? We may not fix everything overnight. We might not even be able to pay off all of our debts at one time, or like, in the same month. Maybe we have to let one go or whatever. But those are all logistics, and there are lots of people and guides and how-tos on the internet that can help you determine what might be some helpful directions to go on the practical and tactical side. But the number one thing here is to invite your partner into your world and to see if you can be invited into theirs, so that you two can support each other through this process, because it's challenging enough to deal with debt or when you're struggling and living paycheck to paycheck. But if you have your partner, that person on your side, your best friend, your most important compatriot, that just makes all the difference. So that's it for today's content, and I'm gonna drop a link in the description to a special checklist I put together called the Essential Money Conversation Checklist, and it's got 7 things to do that if you do them in your money conversations, they will be powerful and they will bring you and your significant other closer together. And also check the link for a couple of other ways to connect with me. If you're interested in having a conversation and maybe working with me directly, I help couples in all kinds of situations, including buying their first home, engaged couples to get on the same page with the wedding, as well as just any sorts of complex dynamics, helping you level up your money and relationships game. I'll drop a link there below in the description, and also to my wonderful free Facebook group where you can see a lot more content like this. So thanks so much for watching. And again, this is Adam H. Cole, your couples financial counselor, and have a wonderful rest of the day.